welcome class 11 commerce students. Today in this class I am going to discuss about another important form of business, another important chapter, that is partnership business. Partnership business is another important chapter for your first unit test syllabus as well as the whole syllabus of 11 commerce. In my last classes I have explained to you the very basic form of business, that is sole proprietorship business. But in this class I am going to discuss about or start another new chapter, another new form of business, that is the second important form of business, partnership. So partnership is the chapter which I am going to discuss today. So let's get started. Now we all know that sole proprietorship business is a kind of business where there was only one man. It was one man show, and he enjoys the whole of the profit. He shoulder all the responsibilities of the business, and he bears all the risk associated with the business. This was a very basic and simplest form of business, but in case of sole proprietorship there were certain limitations, certain shortcomings. That is, this type of business cannot extend beyond a certain limit. It cannot expand to a large, since there is only one owner and it is not possible for him alone to manage a large scale business. So his limitation, his boundary of the business becomes very small. He cannot extend after a certain limit. So here comes the importance of partnership business. When he cannot extend and then he thinks that he wants to extend his business, he need to keep a partner for this business. So when another partner is introduced in the business, this sole proprietorship form of business is no longer a sole proprietorship business. It becomes a partnership form of business. So the main thing in the partnership form of business is there are plurality of owners. Plurality of owners, that is, there must be at least two person or two owners at least required for this form of business. If the business wants to expand, it at least needs two owners, two partners. So when two partners comes, the business no longer remains a sole proprietorship form of business. It becomes a partnership business. So partnership business is nothing but the extension. It is the extension of sole proprietorship business with two or more owners. With two or more owners, it can expand as much as it wants. Now this is where partnership form of business emerges. Now as the business expands, it needs more and more capital. So requirement of capital is another factor of this shortcoming of sole proprietorship business. Sole proprietorship business also cannot expand due to limitation of capital, due to limitation of resources, due to limitation in the managerial skills. It cannot appoint a specialized manager or a skilled person as a partner in his business, because he is the one who has to manage and he may lack managerial abilities. So for that he need to keep a good specialized manager or a skilled person for his business, and then the business no longer remains sole proprietorship form of business. It becomes a partnership business. So partnership, in case of partnership business, capital is more because owners are more, they can borrow more, they can introduce more and more capital. So naturally the business will get more and more resources introduced in the business, and it can expand to a greater extent because of incoming of capital. Now this shortage of capital is a limitation in the sole proprietorship, whereas this shortage of capital is not present in the partnership, because partners are more, they can introduce more and more capital, as well as the managerial abilities also can be introduced more and more. So as the size of of the business expands, it becomes a partnership form of business. Now, another thing I must tell about this partnership form of business, that is, it is a lawful business. Partnership business is a lawful business. That is, it requires registration, which was not compulsory in case of a sole proprietorship business. But in case of partnership business, registration has to be there, because unless and until registration is there, the business cannot be considered as a lawful business in case of partnership. For example, if two persons are indulging themselves in any black marketing or any kind of smuggling business, so that is not a lawful business. So in the eyes of law, that business is a black marketing and cannot be considered as partnership business lawfully. Lawfully it could not be considered as a partnership business. So to be considered as a lawful partnership business, there must be a registration, or one party or the owner or the partner of the partnership business cannot sue his claim, cannot demand for his claim from the third party if there is no registration. So registration is another important aspect of this partnership. Registration must be there. Now talking about another important thing in the partnership, that is the mutual consent. Now, this mutual consent is another important aspect of this partnership form of business. It is an agreement. Partnership is nothing but it is an agreement between two partners or two or more partners. It is an agreement which is signed between two or more people. Now, this is signed as per the mutual consent of the partners. If both the partners or if all the partners engaged in the business are mutually agreeing with the terms and conditions given in the partnership deed, given in their agreement letter. So if they are agreed with the terms and conditions legally, then they sign a consent, and that is what is required in case of partnership business. Now talking about this deed, what is a partnership deed? I was just talking about this partnership deed. Partnership deed is nothing but a contract, an agreement between two or more persons where all the important aspect, the name of the partner, the address of the business, the location of the business, and various other important aspects of the business are written in that agreement, in that consent. So that consent must be signed by the partners. So that's why this partnership form of business is just called the mutual. It is done with the agreement of all the partners. So it is a mutual. It is done according to the mutual consent, but depending on the mutual consent of the partners. So this is what partnership concept is all about. Now we come to the existence of this partnership business. Now partnership is nothing but an association of person who join together for a business, and if the purpose is carried successfully, the business carries on and it exists as long as the partners exist. Partners cannot individually decide and transfer their shares. They cannot transfer their shares. If they want to leave the organization, they have to talk about their shares. They have to take the permission of all other partners to transfer his own share. So he cannot decide where he will transfer his own share, whether he will transfer his own share or not. So this is another aspect of this contractual relationship. Partnership is nothing but a contractual relationship. And obviously this type of business is backed by a profit motive. This business has a profit motive because in order to earn more and more profit, this business, the sole proprietorship form of business, is expanded to earn more and more profit. this is not for any social cause or any kind of welfare motive. Always like sole proprietorship, more and more profit is to be earned, and this whole profit will be divided among the partners, and on the other hand, if there is any loss, that also will be shared by the partners equally or according to the capital contribution as decided in the agreement, in the consent, in that contract, in that partnership deed. So all the profits and losses shared will be done according to the contract. That's why I was telling that it is a contractual relationship. Everything is based upon that partnership deed. Everything is written, nothing is verbal, and registration is compulsory. That is why lawfully everything has to be done, and this form of business is called partnership business. So this is the concept. I hope you can understand whatever I have explained in this first introductory class of partnership business. In my next class, I will discuss about the important salient features of partnership business, which is also a very important topic. So stay in my next class, and also note down the points that I will be providing you in the class for that features. Don't forget to download the PDF provided with each individual class, which will help you to make the question answers and go through the chapters. So today up till this, thanking you. Goodbye.